Can people collecting food stamps in Colorado add marijuana to their shopping lists? Right now, the answer is yes, because there's nothing blocking government benefit cards from working in pot-shot ATMs. Colorado State Representative Jared Wright wants to change that, but he's running into some resistance. In fact, last week, Representative, they put it to a vote by the Colorado Senate Committee, and 3-2, they rejected the GOP proposal to add marijuana to the ban list. What's the reasoning there?
You know, their reasoning is that somehow this places an undue burden on folks that are using these entitlements. So taking their EBT card and trying to find an ATM is somehow going to be more difficult for them if we take pot shops off the list. I find that argument unreasonable. You know, there are more grocery stores and gas stations and 7-Elevens around than there are pot shops still, believe it or not, in downtown Denver. So I don't think the argument holds muster. I think it's more of a political move than anything. But I just don't. I think it's going to backfire on them, frankly.
Well, I mean, right now we're just getting used to the idea of pot being legal in Colorado, and now we're trying to just put some limitations on it, and there seems to be a fork in the road there. They say it's a hardship to go outside your neighborhood shop. Maybe the pot shop is the only place with an ATM, and have to go somewhere else. It's an undue hardship for those who qualify for food stamps. What's your reaction?
Hey, you know, my reaction is this. I've had conversations with some of these people that are using the EBT cards, this population, the homeless population, the most impoverished among us. Right around the state capitol building, we have some of those folks that are living on the streets. I've gone up to them and I've asked them, do they think that it's reasonable for them to be able to walk into a pot shop and use their card at an ATM? And they laugh. They think it's a joke. And frankly, I think it's unfair. You know, as a lower middle-class American myself, I think it's unfair to be encouraging a lot of these folks who are coming off of addictions, who we should be encouraging to come out of their addictions that brought them down to the level that they're at in the first place. It's just not common sense policy. I think, you know, liquor stores, for example, are currently illegal to use an EBT card in a liquor store for a reason. And being uncharted territory, I think it's reasonable to add pot shops to that list.
Yeah, I would think so, because right now, if I wanted to go buy a beer with an EBT card, you would say absolutely no. And overall, Representative, how's it going in Colorado with pot being legal?
We've had reports from our law enforcement officials. Recently, the Denver police chief commented that the rollout has gone smoothly. As of a couple days ago, they hadn't attributed any acts of violence or increased crimes to the fact that we have these shops on our street corners. I think it's a matter of time, though. You know, I think it's simply a matter of time before we start seeing some problems. The banking industry, you know, you have a lot of banks that are still discouraging these business owners from making deposits at their banks because of the fact it's still illegal under federal law, and they're essentially you know, under the law, they're laundering money for these companies. So it's really difficult policy, and I know our colleagues up in the state of Washington are having some of the same issues. And
just real quick, Broncos Seahawks, who are you leaning towards?
Well, we are having apparently the pot bowl. I find some irony in that, but I of course am a Broncos fan. You can see the colors I'm wearing today, and I'm sticking with my team.
All right, Representative Jared Wright, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Sticking with Peyton Manning. Meanwhile.